Assalamu alaikum. So today our topic of discussion is Dickens Art of Characterization. ग्रेट एक्सपेक्टेशंस जो है वो पहले मैंने उसका सारा वो कवर कर दिया हुआ है। उसके इंपॉर्टेंट MCQs इंपॉर्टेंट समरी में जितने भी पॉइंट हैं मैं सारे कवर कर लिए हैं। डिकन्स का बायोग्राफी और उनके इम्पॉर्टेंट जितने भी वर्क्स हैं उनको भी कवर कर लिया हुआ है। अब ग्रेट एक्सपेक्टेशंस के जो इम्पॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस हैं पेपर पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से उनको कवर करेंगे। The novel Great Expectations displays a rich variety of memorable characters. The characters like Pip, Joe, Miss Havisham, Stella, Abel Magwitch, who are the product of Dickens' imagination, leave permanent imprints on the reader's mind. Dickens employs various techniques successfully in order to delineate his characters. For instance, he utilizes the technique of dialogue comparison and contrast, irony, physiognomy, caricature, division into round and flat characters, and so on. Primarily, Dickens paints a vivid picture of his characters by maintaining details of their physical and speech peculiarities. Joe is described as a mild, good-natured, sweet-tempered, easygoing, foolish, dear fellow, a sort of Hercules in strength and in weakness. His speech peculiarities also make him a distinctive figure. When Herbert asks him whether he will take tea or coffee, he says, "Thanks, sir, I will take whichever is most agreeable to yourself." He says, "I meant to say, what lurks." Dickens also draws comparison and contrast among the characters in order to provide us a better opportunity to know who they are. For instance, Mrs. Joe and Mr. Pumblechook can be compared to Miss Havisham's relative owing to their money-mindedness. The former expected money out of Pip's visit to Miss Havisham, whereas the latter saw it resulting from their frequent visits to Miss Havisham, which are nothing but pretense. Biddy's true nature is unravelled when she is contrasted with Estella, when Pip informs her that his desire to be a gentleman. She asks Pip if he should not be happy as he is. She says, "Till you are a gentleman." On the other hand, it is Estella who makes Pip dissatisfied with his position in life. She calls him a laboring boy. There is a sharp contrast between Mr. Wemmick and Mr. Jaggers. Mr. Wemmick completely separates work from home, whereas Mr. Jaggers' home seems to be an extension of his work. Irony has also been employed as a way of portraying characters. Magwitch appears to be a very cruel and callous man at the beginning of the novel. Both readers are afraid of this fellow. His reality comes to surface when we discover that it is he who is responsible for Pip's great expectations. He arranged all the money so that Pip can become a gentleman. Sometimes in Great Expectations, characters are also described through their dialogues. At an occasion, Joe says to the first convict, Magwitch, when he confesses his theft, "We don't know what you have done, but we would not have you starved to death for it." This dialogue undoubtedly shows Joe's genuine goodness. Another unique way of characterization is that Dickens describes a particular character before giving him a name. Mr. Jagger is introduced to the readers as a large man coming down the stairs in the 10th chapter, but he is given the name of Mr. Jagger in the 18th chapter. Moreover, Herbert Pocket is described as a pale young man in the 11th chapter and is alluded this name in 20th chapter. Caricature or exaggeration is another instrument used for this purpose. Dickens is accustomed to caricaturing his character. Mr. Wopsle is described as he has a Roman nose, a large shining bald forehead, and a deep voice of which he was uncommonly proud. Dickens' universality is often criticized for creating flat and static characters. An advantage of the flat character is that he becomes fixed in the reader's mind and can easily be remembered at any stage of novel. The characters like Joe Biddy, Mr. Jaggers, Uncle Pumblechook are the flat characters, but most of the principal figures are round one. They undergo a lot of change through the course of the novel. Pip, Stella, Miss Havisham, Mrs. Joe, and Magwitch are apt illustrations. In fact, the narrative deals mainly with the moral development of Pip. In the end, Pip learns that wealth and status do not guarantee happiness. Human relations are more important than money and status. Last but not the least, Dickens' characters are universal and lifelike. The dominating lady like Miss Havisham can be seen in any society. There are numerous people like Pip who aspire to rise above their position. Biddy is also very realistic creation. According to Philip Hobsbawm of Dickens' household angels. To finish the discussion, we may say that Great Expectations offers an ample evidence of Dickens' character portrayal. His art of characterization is undoubtedly a literary marvel. His most varied techniques of character delineation make him far superior to other novelists. Realism, dialogues, physiognomy, caricature, irony, and diversity earn his characters a reputation for being figures पर excellence. क्वेश्चन ज़रा लंबा है लेकिन इम्पॉर्टेंट है, पेपर पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से ये बहुत ज़्यादा इम्पॉर्टेंट है, काफ़ी दफ़ा प्रीवियस पेपर में रिपीट हो चुका है. तो चेक आउट माई अदर वीडियोज़ ऑल्सो एंड प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब माई चैनल. अल्लाह हाफिज़.